NOCA hosted Education Nation. While I was there, I learned about broadcast journalism from some of the best in the business.
The pros are you get a front row seat to history. You're standing right there when someone wins the Olympic gold. You're there in Iraq when a war breaks out. You're in Southeast Asia. The cons are you do have to travel, and sometimes there's a lot of bonding and severing, and it's not simple with relationships.
You have to make moves based on your career. So now I think I'm kind of used to learning how to adjust to different stations and different markets. But yeah, I think it kind of may take a toll on personal life and family. I miss my family who's back in California, so it is kind of tough.
We first came to New Orleans on what we call a survey to determine what location we would use to do Education Nation in New Orleans. We looked at many different places. As soon as I saw NOCA, I wanted to do it here. I thought it was really important that we do the show in a place where there are students getting a great education. I think it sends a positive message.
NOCA was a huge influence on me. It definitely pushed me a little further. I mean, I was on stage all the time, but being here, it kind of made it more of a serious dedication, something I was serious about. It wasn't just, summer plays and things like that. It was something I was really educating myself on and becoming fluent in, and I really pride myself on what I did grow and learn here.
I was at the University of Missouri, and the school owns the NBC station, so I had a chance while I was in school, starting as a freshman, to work out at the NBC station. I did literally every job from running live truck to working the desk to eventually anchoring and producing shows. And so started there, met some great people, and those great people were able to help me get down here to New Orleans.
Well, when I was your age, younger, in college, lots of internships, lots of hands-on experience in the real world. And of course, I traveled a lot. I started in a small market in Green Bay, and then came to Virginia, and then now here. So traveled a little bit across the country.
I fell so in love with the news business when I was younger that I was going to do anything to get a job. And my very first job, by the way, I was getting paid government cheese money. I couldn't pay my bills, but I still woke up and I loved it. And I think that's the key. If you fall in love with it, it doesn't matter what you make. The money will come later. Find out what you love and then figure out how to get paid for it.
I got my start in broadcasting in a very lucky way. I went to Boston University, studied broadcasting and film, and my first year out of school, I wasn't lucky enough to get a job, but I kept persisting. And my first year out of school, I wasn't lucky enough to get a job, but I kept persisting, and sooner or later, I got a call to come for an interview at NBC News. It wasn't the job of my dreams. It wasn't a producer's job. In fact, it was a dispatcher's job. My job was to send couriers on motorcycles to pick up film and videotape and bring it back to 30 Rock and make air in time. But gradually, eventually, it only took about a year and a half until I got a unit manager's job, and about a year after that, I got my first opportunity to produce. And I've never looked back, and I've never regretted it either. First of all, never be afraid of technology. Technology is going to change, and it's going to change even faster in your generation than it did in my generation. But we went through a lot of changes in our generation as well. Just remember that technology is just a tool, and the most important tool is sitting on top of your shoulders, and that's your brain.
When I first got Twitter, I didn't know really how it worked, and just by following a bunch of people and seeing how some other people used it, that helped a lot. So I saw how other journalists were using it to connect with people and also share information. And so just from watching how they did it, I kind of figured out how to do it, and I enjoy doing it too.
We're in the digital age, and so many people coming up in this are going to be digital natives, and the expectations are that you are going to be able to do it all. I'm not certain that you are most effective when you do it all. I think that this business is a great business where collaboration is part of the key to what makes the magic really come together. But it's good to be able to do it when called upon, that you have those skills.
Dream job job varies. I think I do have my dream job now because I've always wanted to anchor. I'm doing what I love doing and I have fun doing it. So in whatever capacity I can inform, educate, and talk about news and talk about important issues to the community, I think I'm always living out my dreams. So I'm having fun now. On a national level, that would be great too. So in any capacity I can tell the news and report, I think I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
Just kind of working my way up within the business, and I think it's most important to find a good place. That's what matters most.
Sometimes the stars align just right when you work really hard. I think life's about, like getting along with people too. I think if you work hard and you get along with people, the road sort of opens up. And here's my feeling. When you're on the right path in your life, things open up for you. The doors open. If you're on the wrong path, you feel like you're swimming upstream and you're not quite getting it, you don't know why. So I think once you hit that sweet spot and you're riding the wave, you're home.